Greetings, loyal minions. Welcome back to the SciShow, the number one ranked YouTube channel for people who like roasted beef sticks with belly button lint and rice. If that's you, I appreciate you. That came from a friend's weather app, something about the weather being like soup, and I don't like soup, so I went with that. Let's check out the March calendar of events. Is quite late to come out, but a huge thank you to Elliot Z, Burks G, anyone else who has input into these calendars. They're absolutely amazing, and we appreciate the work. It may have a lot of placeholders, so I'll just throw that out there. The calendars are getting a little bit later each month, and they're having more and more changes throughout the month. So just keep that in mind, but we'll do the best we can. So we're going to skip over the end of February. Soul Exchange is about to hit. We've got Astral Plane coming tonight, which extends through. That also has Pluth, looks like a new Astral Dwarf, and Vard, who was quite good. Slow speed hero, but he came out last time. So Monster Island continues through. We've also got some legendary troops coming out tonight, which are still the old combinations of Cleric and Fighter. So nice to know. That's pretty much it. We've got Tavern of Legends coming on the 1st of March. So yeah, 1st of March, 1st of the month. Astral Plane, probably a good chance to get some good heroes there. You get the nice double chance, so keep an eye out for that one if you're into the Dwarves. Tavern of Legends, I'd said it last time, they really need to update some of the heroes that you can select. Desperately needs a few extra heroes in there. Like, it's been the same for at least, I'm going to say maybe 2 years. They haven't changed the heroes you can select from. Maybe 12 months. I might be exaggerating a little bit. Yeah, we've got the Covenant Summon still down the bottom that keeps going through for the first day of the month, so that's fantastic. We'll also have a new Hero of the Month, which we've got right up the top. I don't know why I couldn't see that. Elaine. No. Eliani? Anyway, maybe it's Elaine with a typo. Another weird old granny in red, just what we need. Yeah, I'll do a review on her as soon as she's out, so that will be coming soon. Move on. I am doing this sideways on my phone, which I know shouldn't be that difficult, but I'm a bit of a special case, so bear with me. I will also run through the hero updates, I think, in the recent update that we had, so stick through to the end and I'll run through those updates of the heroes and see how necessary or unnecessary they were. On to the 3rd of the month. We can see there on the 5th, I'm just going to highlight the Amiga quest for the green nature heroes. Might be something to keep in mind if you're struggling for materials and looking at taking someone in the Soul Exchange. Yeah, keep that in mind. You're going to get a bit of an influx there of the green Aethers, so keep that in mind. We've got Monster Island as well, which we'll run throughout the next few days, so that's going to be fun. It has been updated slightly, so it'll be nice to see what changes, and hopefully we get some nice loot out of that. Have Untold Tales and Goblins both hitting on the 3rd of March. So Untold Tales, we've got costumes for Ceto, Medea, and Spartoy. Those costumes are nice. They give the insanity resistance. So yeah, I find it hard with the Untold Tales because the coins are probably better spent on the newer ones, but each their own. If you have one of those heroes and you'd love the costume, it's a great chance to get that. Goblin Village, always good. We've got Maisie and Dimar, both very, very good heroes. A lot of the goblins are fantastic, so we know that also has the double chance, similar to the Astral Elves. If you get one, you get the second. So a good chance there to pick up a couple of good heroes if you are into those. Moving on to the 4th, we have the Ancient Underroot. We've got the new dragons. Not really exciting, to be honest. Stormcaller, Doombringer, Marmora. Yeah, but make sure you're doing those events. If you're into dragons at all, at least you get a couple of free pulls. So always a chance to get something good. Have the Aether Summon, Ninja Tower. So we've got Aurum, a new red ninja, Satsui, and Nomad. So, the Ninja Tower disappeared for 1 month, and we're straight back to it. That's pretty good. The new ninjas are nice. I really enjoy ninjas for their varied speed. Just gives you that flexibility of being able to do what you need. Heroes that steal mana, so Fergus is a very good tank at the moment. It's just great to have those ninjas that he can steal their mana, but they may still be charged enough to do a hit. So really like the ninjas. Not great on defense, but for any offense teams, they're really good. I won't point out all the little things around the edge of the map, like the Master Emblem trials. You can see that for yourself if you're into those. Just going through the major things we have. We also have Shadows of the Deep starting on the 6th of March. So we can see there's a very, very busy week. Most of them are these days. We have Burton, who looks like a new Insanity hero. So that will be fantastic to see. I love the Insanity mechanic. Penelope and Dolores. Dolores I've been using a lot since I received her. Fantastic follow-up hits and just keeps throwing Insanity on people. So she also gives it an attack boost. So I'd say that Penelope was a very good hero as well. So decent place. We do also get the 3 extra bonus chances of 30%. So there's just been some amazing pulls in that portal where people just, I personally got like 6 legends in a 10 pool with those bonus pulls. So there's a lot of heroes in there flooding the pool that aren't fantastic, but there's definitely a great chance of getting something good. So that's always a good one. If you don't hate the Insanity mechanic, it's a good portal to throw some pulls at, as you just have a chance of getting fantastic amounts of heroes if you get one. So keep that in mind. It's always a highlight. I like trying to do some pulls there to try and get some amazing pull videos to share with everyone. Not that everyone wants to see me pulling all the time, obviously, but for some reason they're popular. So it says more about you guys watching than it does about me. I haven't missed anything there, I don't think. So we'll zoom on to the 10th. We have New Path of Valor, Path of Giants. Great way if you do just like to spend a little bit of cash. It's a great event in my mind to get. It gives you a few pulls, it gives you some gems, it gives you a little bit of everything. Very good value for money compared to a lot of things in the game. So keep an eye out for that. We have another treasure quest, Ascension, so that will have some great items in it. I may well do another video. I've done a couple on the treasure quest as well, trying to help as many people get through that as possible. Specific heroes required sometimes, but yeah, I may even try to level some lower teams to use some lower sort of heroes to try and get through that. We have Atlantis Rising. Doesn't look like there's anything new or significant there to talk about. Have the costume chamber with Alina Richard. They are placeholders by the look of that and to be decided. So who hasn't had their glass costume? I don't know, maybe a Hawk Hall if he hasn't been yet. There's still a few left to go, so we'll keep an eye out for that with those glass heroes, but they are obviously very good, apart from the fact you have to level up the hero and multiple costumes. 13th of March, we move into Beowulf's Challenge again. So the Alliance Quest, no, not Alliance Quest, the event tokens. And again, we're just having the same 3 as previously. Beowulf, Grendel, Modreth, whatever. So to be decided, there'll be a new hero there, no doubt. But those heroes are quite new and quite good, so definitely worth keeping an eye out for that portal. Valhalla Forever, Lady Loki, Heimdall, and Costume Lord Loki. They're all costumes. Lord Loki obviously is a fantastic hero. If you don't have him, and you manage to get some pulls from farming, that is an amazing time to try with Lord Loki being featured. Another Goblin Village. That's wow. I'm not sure. Again, these things are getting changed a lot recently, so I wouldn't imagine we'd have a Goblin Village on the 3rd and then again on the 14th, but who knows. It's showing Shimmer Scale on Frostnout. TBD, I would suggest that probably won't go ahead. That week is looking a little bit thin compared to some, so they may throw something else in there. Yeah, that's what I'm going with. Down to the 17th. 8th birthday summon. That could be one to really save your coins and or cash for. Wildcat Heroes. That could be, there's some new sort of Wildcat hero, family heroes coming out. So it looks like there you've got 2 featured, plus you may be able to select up to 3 different heroes. So that's probably one I would really recommend to hold off for. Can't guarantee it's going to be amazing, but it most likely will be very, very good with hopefully slightly higher odds than normal, or like a reduced hero pool. So any hero you get from there will be great. So 17th of March, put that in your calendar. It's more important than your partner's birthday, basically. Anniversaries, doesn't matter. They come and go. Birthday summon, lock it in. Also on the 17th, we have the Contest of Elements. So the green, possibly getting a new, maybe Slime, or who knows. It won't be Crom and Desmond, TBD, so keep an eye out for that. Got Judgment of Dunes with some new costumes, no doubt, coming in there. Those costumes did just recently get a buff, which we will go over later in the hero updates. So another good one if you're saving up those tokens. I always found it a good thing to try and farm through the levels and complete those seasons to get a nice little chunk of pools together. But if you haven't finished those seasons, it's a great reason to finish them and try to get a good amount of pools. Ancient Underroot pops up again for the dragons with a new hero called Mordax, a new dragon, Mordax by the look of it. Again, just do the quest, get a few pools, and if you get something good, great. Otherwise, not many people are overly bothered to buy those dragon events, but yeah, I like doing them. Gives me a few pulls. We then also move on to the 20th. This is quite a busy week. That birthday summon goes all week, so that's really great. Gives you a lot of chance to get your pulls together and get some items or some good heroes. Night of the Moth. No heroes showing up there. So again, it's just a calendar item that will hopefully be updated at some point. But the Moth heroes are fantastic. Most of them. Pepper Blue, the one I got was crap. Actually don't think she got a buff either. So SG, if you're listening, I know you're listening. Get your shit together. Give my Pepper Blue a bloody buff so I can level her and use her and be excited because I've got a Moth hero. Covenant Quest, nothing going on there. So we'll have to keep an eye out for that as to which heroes are featured, but Covenant is always a good place to use your pools if you so wish, with a lot of good heroes generally. There has been a lot of talk with SG lately, so that's great news. We've got some little bit of collaboration in the forums happening where they are starting to try and promote and utilise the content creators such as myself to sort of get some things out there. So I have reached out and hopefully in the near future, I've got a positive response, but no sort of date set in, but I will hopefully be getting an interview of some description with a staff member. So that is huge. I'm not sure if that's ever been done before. It probably has back in the day, but there's never been a lot of collaboration between Small Giant and the content creators. So it will most likely be a written type interview as opposed to a live interview, but I'm hoping for a phone call type interview. But if you have any questions you would like me to ask, feel free to throw them in the comments and I will do my best. Doesn't hard hitting. They may end up having certain topics they want to discuss, but throw them all in there. And if it's something applicable, I would definitely use it. And I'll call you out for doing it. So keep that in mind as well. Always love those comments. That takes us on to the final week, basically, of March. 24th, Untold Tales 2, Regent Ott Gandia. I would say they're just placeholders, so we would expect a new hero there as well. Very, very good portal as well with a lot of new heroes, so that's always a good one to keep an eye out for. I'd suggest a lot of these ones near the end of the month may not get a lot of traction because of the birthday summon, but because of that, they may actually throw something extra special in there. So we can only hope, but they might be putting something really good. We've got Tremors of Underwild with nothing showing there as well. Astral Plane again, calendar item with no heroes. Hero Coach, huge, huge, huge. 27th of March. Again, ignore your family, do whatever you need to. Don't feed your bloody cats on that day. No distractions. You want to put all your effort into Hero Coach. Is where you can actually pay gems to upgrade a hero. There are some rules around it, but make sure you don't miss out. Make sure you're not leveling any heroes prior that you could have just paid to level if your materials are tight. It's just a great way. I believe going from 370 up to 4 is a reason. I think it's under 1,000 gems. I need to double check that. But that looks like it's going to be great value for anyone, especially if you don't have the materials, to be able to upgrade and ascend your hero. There are, as I said, there are rules on how old the heroes are and that type of thing, but definitely one to keep an eye out for. So lock that in, make sure you utilise it. It could be used in conjunction with your Soul Exchange hero. You get them up to 370 and then pay to get them the rest. Yeah. Nice little initiative, so it'll be awesome to see how that goes. It's showing another Monster Island there on the 28th, so that will be interesting if that's going to become a monthly event or whether that's just, something to do with the sort of testing of the new system. There we have it. The 30th, we've got Tavern of Legends again popping up. No one there. We've got the Treasure Quest on the 31st. Springvale, so the Easter, so save those Epic Hero tokens. Hopefully we'll get some costumes and or new heroes there. We've got a Mythic Titan on the 31st. Untold Tales, Sunken Riches. Again, nothing showing up there of worth to mention. We've also got the Amiga Blue quest on the 2nd of April. So again, keep that in mind. Maybe for a Soul Exchange hero. Anything else, even if you use your Hero Coach to up someone, you've then got some blue aethers coming to help you out. There we can see the beautiful Burks G. What a lovely looking man he is. Just an impressive beard. Elliot T33. Just props to both of you guys and everyone else that helps with the calendars. So there we have it. That's the calendar for March. The highlight is the birthday summon. Hopefully it will be fantastic and give you all a great chance of getting some good heroes and improving your roster. I will now move on and quickly go through some of the hero improvements we've had recently. Remember, tomorrow night I'll be releasing a video with the code word, so watch that, grab the code word, stick it in a comment tomorrow. I'll give you more details in tomorrow's video, but put it in there, chance to win. Really looking excited for that. I'm zooming up towards 1,000. I would love to get 1,000 subscribers before that video. I think I'm on 975. So 25 of you slackers, click the fucking subscribe button. Yeah, gently caress it if you really want, but just do it. 25, it's not hard. Come on. Let's get there before the celebration video. Anywho, let's jump into the hero improvements. All right, into the forums we go for some hero updates, which were extremely necessary for basically none of the bloody heroes that they've done it for. Well, I have had this discussion with a few people. I'm presuming they've got targets. This is how I would be running it in the modern day world. You would have percentage targets for each hero and how much they're being used. Now, that percentage would be higher for new heroes. And I would assume that they just run the stats through an algorithm and it comes out saying, look, this new hero isn't being used as much as we wanted, so it needs a little buff. It would be similar with the old heroes, but the old heroes would have a much lower percentage that they would be expected to hit. But as soon as they start dropping below that, it would, again, the algorithm would just spit out saying, look, these really old heroes, they're actually dropping off. They're not being used as much as we want them to. So we're going to buff them a little bit. So costume buffs there for Atlantis and also Season 5. Stat buffs for a lot of heroes, the Slime, the Fawns, the Dwarves, the Insanities, the Foxes, the Garrison Guard, the Moths, and the Untold Tales, the new Untold Tales. So all newer heroes, probably don't need them at all. We can see some Hero of the Month buffs to the past Hero of the Months for February, I believe they are. So Zelene, Conchin, Jean-Francois, Yellow Dude, who I can't think of his name, starts with a U, I think, from memory. Iris, Varus, and the blue dude that I can't think of his name either. But they're getting some stat updates. Bug fix there for, geez, I think that's Nidus. But we'll move into the balance update again. I don't think most of these were needed. They are newer heroes, but again, it's most likely due to needing to hit certain percentages for how much the heroes are being used. And if they've released a newer hero and it's not being used, it means they didn't get as many people trying to buy that hero as they thought. So it just means a little bit of an increase to try and get more people going. So Slimes, Fawns, Astrodors, yeah, I've gone through all that. Probably should have read it rather than looking at the pictures. Here we go, individuals, Abigail. I'm not going to walk through them all. They are just little stat increases. But again, you've got to wonder, is increasing a stats by 50 really going to make that much difference? And we can see the bleed damage down the bottom. It's increased from 324 to 340. It's not going to make a huge difference, but we'll just run through them very slowly. I'm happy I've got Anvari, but you can see, her corrosive burn increases by 1 because she's getting 4 extra stats. Like, how can 4 extra attack and defense and 13 health really make much of a difference? But again, it's obviously just run through some sort of algorithm. So we'll go through. We've got Atwood, Araminta, Bramble, Kaelin, all new heroes, Shamini. Chunky Roy definitely doesn't need one. Dagger, that's nice. I've got him, but it's only a very minor update. Dimmer, Dolores is nice because I'm using her. Delufla. Frank Brimwell. I would love it if they actually added a bit of an extra skill to Frank. Frostnout, similar. Fungustine, it's nice. I use a lot of these heroes, but these aren't really important. They're brand new heroes. So if you've got them, you're already using them most likely. Hunter gets a nice little attack boost, which will help me use his Insanity. Icantha, Locantha, whatever that name is. I think it's Icantha. Probably needs to have its class changed more so than stats, but that's okay. Isidore gets a bit of a boost. It's nice. I can use him a bit more. Omen is nice. I've been using his minions in Bloody Battle because they can't be removed and he just keeps hitting Insanity over and over. It's really, really fun. I might even make a video on that. It's funny to watch. Peregrine, Pip. I hate Pip. I don't like him. He's a good hero, but I just don't like him. He looks like a dweeb that I want to bully, basically. I don't promote bullying, but it's just something about his face. It's like when your football team or sports team's playing another team and there's that really annoying little prick on the other team that you just want to smash their head into the ground. Not that I promote violence, but it's just a feeling you get. I can't deny it. Quarry, Rashan, Regin, Rust, Saunus, again, all these new heroes that don't really need the boost. Shimmer Scale, it's interesting, gets a nice little boost. Silver Porcelain Go. Spiff. I seen Spiff the other day and was like, who the hell is that hero? I can't remember him. All the way through, Vanya, Vard, Verity, Violet. You can see this is a lot of newer heroes. Wolfstan, again, they probably need to change his class. Bypass the defensive bust when he actually steals them, so what's the point? Then we go to the big change, the costume bonus increases, Sun and Moon families. The old was 17 attack, 17 defense, 26 health and 5 mana. The new is 32% attack, 32% defense, 35% health and 5% mana. These are already live in-game to my knowledge, so if you've got any of those heroes, Costume Hathor is the main one I've got. Huge boost to some of those stats, which is fantastic. It's a pity we're not giving them to all the families that need them and all the old heroes, but the Defenders and Nightmares of Atlantis also get, instead of, the old was 13, 13, 18 and 5, it's going up to 19, 19, 23 and 5. So fantastic. We'll run through some Hero of the Month buffs, absolutely pointless. Zelene's not going to be more usable because she gets 30% extra damage. Kunshin isn't going to be usable because his defense lasts 1 extra turn. He doesn't last long enough to get his bloody special off, let alone. Anyway, John Francois, tiny little bit of extra. Uraeus, that's the yellow one. I knew it started with a U. Tiny bit of extra damage. Again, these heroes are barely. Gladius, that's the one I forgot. They're barely usable. But if you have them, it's a nice little boost if you're still using them. Obviously, I'm not trying to be elitist. There's still people that use these heroes. All I wish is I would actually give them a stat boost as well and really improve that special skill so it was usable along with the whole hero. Bug fix for Nidus, and then their nice little spiel about what they're trying to do. All I can suggest is clicking on the link in the forums and leaving as much feedback as we can. Hopefully the collaboration we have started between the content creators and SG will hopefully start to address some of these. I'm not going to guarantee anything, but the fact we've actually got an ear to voice our opinion to now, and the fact they're acknowledging the impact we can have on the community, it's great. So as I said, throw me any questions you would like me to ask if I do get the chance to have that sort of discussion, which I'm hoping will be very soon. But otherwise, jump on the forums, leave all the feedback, let them know that we need the older heroes buffed more and more. We'll go from there. Again, thanks for watching. Keep an eye out for tomorrow night's video where you will get a code word with your chance to win some prizes. Really excited to give back to the fantastic community that we're building. Get off your butts, move around, hit the fucking subscribe button. Don't make me come out there and no violence. I don't promote violence, but if you do watch what I'm doing and enjoy, gently caress the subscribe button, give your kitty a scritch for me, and